it sounds like one of the biggest issues you're having is that men don't want something serious, right? They want to sleep around. But then
Right.
this guy that was looking for something very serious, potentially very quick, you just got the ick from it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So when your kids spend the summer with their dad, what are some awesome things that like a masculine role model does for your children that you notice when they come back? Where's your child's father at? What's he up to?
He is living in the same city as me. He has a pretty good job. Um, he's got a girlfriend, I guess. I really don't get too much into that. But we have turned into pretty decent friends. Um, I've known him since I was 13 years old. So I've known him a very long time. How we got together is kind of messy. But it happened, and now we have a son together, and he's active in his life. He goes there every weekend. Um, but yeah, we've come a long way to get here.
I got to ask the same question. Who left who?
Oh, I left him. I had to. There was no way I was staying with him.
Why is that?
Same, verbally abusive, physically abusive, and yeah, I know my worth now more than ever. But yeah, it was pretty bad. So I had to bounce out of there.
So how do you think that situation transitioned into the two of you being able to co-parent and be kind of friends now?
I let a lot of shit go. And I had to forgive him for a lot of things and put my son first. In the beginning there, maybe you could say I was a little bitter, but I've never been, that bitter baby mama that, whatever the stigma is on that, I've never been that way, but I have had to forgive and not necessarily forget, but I've completely moved on. I'm in a whole different place in my life, so there's no sense in holding anything against him.
So a similar question that I was asking Allie before we lost her. What things does the masculine energy that your kid's father bring to their life do you see that's very beneficial for your child?
Well, I've already noticed, even in kindergarten, these kids are bullying each other, but my son does not take shit. So he doesn't let anybody, you know, say something to him without, I don't want to say, he's very open and he's able to speak his mind and not let people walk all over him.
Is he the bully?
I don't think he's the bully, but he
Come on.
definitely will follow
Let's be
after a while
real.
there. No, he's
That's
a
good.
pretty good kid.
We need kids to stop being so soft and, we need to go back in time.
I saw studies
basically what
recently
it
that
is.
supported that people who got, or men who got bullied in high school have fewer sexual partners statistically, and men who were bullies in high school have more sexual partners.
I could see that.
Yeah, dad's got to teach you how to bully back. So since you're super single, what are you looking for? Like, you gave me kind of this psychobabble almost of what you're looking for, but like, what are you looking for in a relationship, right? Like, where do you want it to go? Do you want him to be involved, in your kid's life?
Yeah, of course, eventually. I'm not getting any younger, and since I already have one child, I don't want to just be another baby mama. So I would like to, really get to know somebody. Start off as friends, kind of the same thing Allie was saying, and really get to know someone. Full transparency.
But do you want more kids?
I'm open to it.
You're open. See, I always hear this, right? Like, I'm open to it. I would consider it. Like, it's like a very serious decision, right? It's going to completely change the trajectory of your life to have children or have more children, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if you could wave a magic wand and meet Mr. Perfect, would you want children with him? Would you want more children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. How's the dating in Chirac?
Terrible. Hence why I'm
Why?
single. It's just, I don't even know where to start with that, to be honest with you. People don't know what they want. Everybody sleeps around, and it's gross. And people are not honest about it. You know, you'll have a conversation. I'm upfront about what I want, what I don't like, and they'll just follow suit until I find out otherwise.
Yeah, you definitely need to watch actions and not listen to words, because men are going to tell you whatever they think you want to hear, right?
Yep, that's
What
for
do you mean
sure.
by you're upfront about it? What do you say?
I straight up will say, like, if you like to sleep around, that's on you, but I don't like to do that. And usually they're like, oh yeah, me too, same. And I'm like, okay, you're probably lying, but we'll find out.
Yeah, if a man says he doesn't like sleeping around, he is lying.
Yeah,
Are you? Do you date any guys ever that have kids? Is that something that you'd consider?
yeah, I would. I mean, I've haven't seriously dated, but talking to went on a couple of dates with some guys with kids, but even then, I see through certain things and that they have a lot of things to heal from. I More recently, I went on a date with this guy, and he was trying to like kind of wife me up within the first week of talking to me, and I'm like, whoa, slow your roll, dude. Slow your roll.
What does
You
that
got a
mean?
kid. You got a kid that you have to take care of. Like, I do. How in detail do you want me to go?
You said he's
Well,
trying
so
to wipe
here's
you up. Did he like? Was he trying to get a ring? Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, as I'm sure he would have, but yeah, he was buying me jewelry already, and but I had found out when he was taking me out on dates, he was leaving his son at home by himself and all types of stuff, not putting his kid first, and that's a really big turn off. Considering I do that. I put my son first, so I don't go out and I don't do X, Y, and Z. If I have him with me, I have to keep my schedule's open on the weekends if I want to go and have fun on my own. I'm not out here.
so him leaving his kid at home alone aside.
Yeah,
It sounds like one of the biggest issues you're having is that men don't want something serious, right? They want to sleep around. But then
right.
this guy that was looking for something very serious, potentially very quick, you just got the ick from it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's something something to
So
think about,
where's the
right?
balance there? What is the guy supposed to do?
Well, I mean, not leave your 8-year-old son at home by himself to take me out on a freaking date.
That part aside, I mean, the difference between like you're complaining about men who aren't giving commitment, but then the guy who comes in very serious, you're also complaining about him.
Yeah, I mean, I can see what you mean, but I think a week is a little too crazy for all of the things he was trying to do already. A 1 week, I barely know you, you know?
So now if he didn't leave his kid at home alone, would you still have gotten the ick from so much so quick wanting something serious in a week? And you could be honest.
I don't think
She would have
as
held on a
much.
little longer to get some more
Yeah.
money out of him.
I mean, yeah, I wish. So no. I mean, maybe I would have hung on a little longer, but that was the cake for me.
What do you think is ideal then? A guy like at what point are you expecting commitment out of a guy? Because a week was way too fast, but then
Yeah,
there's other guys who you're complaining about aren't ever giving it to you.
right.
What are you expecting?
Well, so if you are talking to somebody or and potentially already, intimate with them, 2 months, I'm wondering what's going on. 2 months, I'm asking deeper questions, more serious questions. Um, are we moving forward? Especially if we're sleeping together already, like that. I got to know what's going on. You can't just leave me hanging.
Okay. The 2 month mark.
Yeah,
So what if the guy, I'm curious, what would you do if the guy you asked him and he was open about it? He didn't lie to you, but he said that he's still seeing other girls.
I would respect that. I would,
Would you
depending
you'd respect it,
depending
okay, but would you keep seeing them?
Depending on how deep the connection had gotten at that point, maybe.
So at 2 months, typically you're like, get rid of those hoes, right?
Yep.
So like Spencer was saying, so let's role play a little bit, right? Let's say the guy you're dating, checks off a lot of your boxes, right? You're like, there's this guy's special. He's different than a lot of these other guys. And at 2 months, you come to him and you ask him, hey, it's been 2 months. Like, what are you? What's going on? And he says, hey, Nicole, I really dig your vibe. I really can see something long term, but I'm just not ready to take that next step yet. Let's keep seeing each other how we are now so we can get to know each other more. What would your reaction be to that? Would you keep seeing the guy or not?
I think I would.
Is that something you've heard ever?
No, it's not.
Would there be a point in which you would say, okay, this is enough, it's gone on too long, I need something more than this?
Yeah, I'd say so. With what my goals are and what I want for myself, for sure. Like, I'm not going more than 4 months, I would say, and that's even pushing it.
What if he is like the man though?
If you're not giving me what I need or what I want, then why are you gonna settle for something that you don't like, really,
Everything's amazing. He just only sees you once a week still after 6 months.
That's not that bad.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
not
that
that
bad.
bad.
Come on.
No, it's not.
So since you're super single and you've been dating, I want to hear about a time recently, not the guy that left his kid at home and wanted to marry you after a week. I want to hear about a time you were on a date with a very attractive man and he did or said something that immediately killed the attraction.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.